this look, honestly, like, it makes me look like I have short hair. I think I could kill short hair. I could murder it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I posted a video. To be honest, I feel like every time I post a video, I always say it's been a while since I posted a video, which is really bad. But Pre-Reg was killing me, to be honest, guys. It was killing me. So, let's just forget that I haven't been posting videos. Today, I will be answering some of the questions that you sent me on Instagram, because I get a lot of questions about pharmacy on Instagram, and I feel like the questions that people ask, people tend to ask the same sort of questions, but I feel like a lot of people would benefit from it. So I decided to kind of read out the questions that I was asked. I guess this is a Q&A part 3 because I've done 2 already. Go back and look at those. Let me just give you a quick update of what's going on right now. So I am still doing my pre-reg year. Obviously there's Corona about. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy and self-isolating if you have any symptoms, and staying at home and not sneaking out to go see your bae, or I know what you guys be doing. And also, when you wear gloves, make sure you take them off, because then there's just no point in wearing gloves. But anyway, on to the questions. So I have received some questions from you guys, because I did a question and answer on my Instagram. My Instagram is pharmahan, so that's at PHARMA Han, HAN. And I just post stuff about pharmacy on there. I also have my main Instagram as well, but the pharmahan is the one linked to my YouTube account, and that's why I get a lot of questions and stuff from pharmacy. So if you have any questions, if you want to have a chat about something, then just follow me on pharmahan. You can do it. So let's go straight into the questions. I say let's go straight into the questions after my super long intro, but anyway, let's go into the questions. Number 1, of course, let's dive right into it. Let's talk about COVID-19 whilst we're here. Is it safe to work in a hospital as a pre-reg during COVID? That is a difficult question. I'd say we are safer than, if you mean safe, do you mean like, I'm assuming you mean like, is it safe as in, are you unlikely to get COVID as a pre-reg? That's a tough question. I think it depends where you are in the hospital. But then again, at the same time, it doesn't. So what I mean by that is, like, obviously, if you're working on wards, you could be more exposed to patients that have the virus. So then that means that, you could contract it from being on the ward. But the wards are good, and they provide you with PPE. So you wear surgical masks and gloves and aprons. Although I don't really think that they do much in terms of surgical masks. They don't really help that much, but that's a whole nother ball game. Say if you are in dispensary, you're less I wouldn't say you are less likely to get it, but then you aren't exposed to patients who potentially have coronavirus, but then you are exposed to other people who could be in contact with people who have coronavirus, who may not necessarily be patients, and then you're working together in an enclosed space. Boom, 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 you get coronavirus. So I hope that answers your question. It's tough. I think working in NHS, it might be very difficult to avoid coronavirus, because you can't quarantine, you can't stay at home, you have to be in the hospital, and there's people with coronavirus there, people working with them, you're exposed to them. So the next question, which is not really a question but more of a statement, is tips on how to pass the pre-reg exam. So the pre-reg exam, I think I did a video. Oh, pre-reg exam. I was about to say tips on how to pass the oral exam. Honestly, I have none. So if you have any tips on how to pass the pre-reg exam, let me know, because I haven't passed it yet. But I will do a video once I've, God willing, passed the pre-reg exam on tips how to pass the pre-reg exam, because I don't have any, because I haven't taken the exam. So if you have some, then leave it down below, because your girl needs it. How has it been dealing with pre-reg during COVID-19? Bruh, bruh. So COVID-19 has basically shaken the whole of the UK, and everything is in disarray. So basically, the pre-reg exam has been postponed. They postponed the June one and the September one. When I say they, I mean the GPHC. So because of that, I don't have an exam like soon. They have postponed it till the end of the year or either next year, depending on how the COVID-19 situation goes, whether it resolves or whatever. I'm sure there's like different factors to take into account. Dealing with COVID-19 during pre-reg has been a mazza, especially with my other pre-reg friends. Like, at least for me, because right now I'm in GP practice, so they kept my rotations. But my other friends who are doing pre-reg, like, basically their pre-reg is cancelled, to be honest, because all their rotations and all the things that they were supposed to do, so for example go to community or anything like that, they have just been cancelled. Like, they have ended completely and utterly stopped. And also in my pre-reg year, any study days, any seminars, because I used to have seminars at a different hospital, and we used to have study days with the university who was like looking after pre-regs. So that has all stopped. I just don't know where it's going to go, because the GPHC haven't released a statement yet as to how they're going to figure out this whole thing, because my pre-reg is supposed to end in July, but there's not going to be no exam. So between July and when they begin the exam, or when they postpone the exam to, which is the end of the year, or even next year, it's kind of like a grey area as to what is going to happen. But the GPHC, they said that they're going to release a statement, so we're all kind of waiting for that at the moment. It's just, to be honest with you, it's just been really stressful, especially for my friends, for example, the ones who are here and they're international and they have visa requirements and stuff. But what can you do? You know, it's not like they knew that coronavirus was going to happen. There's nothing really that I can do except from be patient. But I guess the good thing about it is, because everybody's quarantining and everybody's self-isolating, is that there's barely any patients. But then the patients that are there are all like coronavirus. So there's, you know, you win some, you lose some. This is a question that I always get. Always get. What is the difference between BSc Pharmaceutical Science and MPharm? If you want to become a pharmacist, you have to do MPharm. BSc is a completely different degree. I mean, sure, they're linked in the sense that it's pharmaceutical science, and you also do pharmaceutical science in pharmacy, like your pharmacy degree, but you do a lot more than just pharmaceutical science in your pharmacy degree. So it's like BSc but more. Like, you talk about pharmacy practice, pharmacy law, like how to actually be a pharmacist, how to hold consultations, how to speak to patients. And you wouldn't get that in a BSc pharmaceutical science degree. If you were doing BSc pharmaceutical science degree, you would go into being, for example, working in industry or working drug discovery, that kind of thing. With pharmacy, you could still do that, but you can also be a pharmacist. I hope that makes sense. So if you were to take BSc pharmaceutical science and you wanted to do a master's in pharmacy, you could not just finish your 3 years and then take a master's in pharmacy, like 1 year master's. It doesn't work like that. If you did BSc pharmaceutical science and you wanted to become a pharmacist, you would have to do the full 4 years of your MPharm degree and your pre-reg year before you actually become a pharmacist. I hope that makes sense, because I always get this question, and I don't know if it's because I'm not explaining it right. But if you think I'm explaining it right, then please let me know. But if you ask the question again, I will most definitely answer it anyway. But it's just that I get this question a lot. As you can see, my Q&A was basically just about coronavirus. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think I only answered 4 questions, and this video is like however long it is. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and like, and also follow me on PharmaHan. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me and I will answer. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you in my next one.